Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you love yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my team subscribers. You lot celebrated and of course appreciated. It's been raining helicopters these recent days in the continent, and it's unfortunate because it's like these things are just falling from the skies. It's a tragic situation in Ghana where all those who were aboard didn't make it. Okay, and the day after that, it's the same thing happened in Kenya. And Africans are saying, is this just a coincidence or there are other motives behind this? And why is it military helicopters with generals in it? At first, there are some who were saying that it's like the fear of these democratic leaders of maybe possible coup is making them set up their, generals, military generals into, just going and get killed. Because that of Ghana is very, very suspicious because they were not the only ones going to that part. And according to information, I'm going to leave that so that you listen to it. But according to information, it says that barely 10 minutes after that helicopter went into the sky, they lost communication with the helicopter. The only thing they heard after was that it got crashed and everybody on board lost their life. It's a tragic situation, I tell you, Your Majesties, and it's quite unfortunate. And there are people who are saying that this is not normal because given the caliber of persons, a military general that was in that very helicopter, and that of Kenya, the same thing. People are saying that it's not just normal that this thing is just happening and then falling like that. So I want to leave you with this information. So you leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section. We together send our condolence to the Ghanaian people and the Kenyans for this situation that they are in. And the truth is that when it comes to democracy, democratic leadership, people can go to any lengths to maybe retain power or maybe soil the name of present leadership, or maybe these are I'm just bringing to you the thoughts of many Africans, right? Because anything can be possible at this point. According to some Ghanaians, is opposition party that is trying to soil or destroy, the regime of John Mahama. And some other Ghanaians have different notion opposite to that which some have. Now, why do you think that people are suspecting like this? Because there is this thought of maybe these leaders are scared that the military will become powerful and take over just like there was a military takeover in the Sahel. Maybe that is why they're trying to take them out at this point. And some are like, it's the opposition party trying to just, destabilize the regime of now. That is why I said democracy is a very dirty game. A very dirty game. Now we look at military regimes and look at the Sahel and feel like, oh, they didn't take power democratically. They took power by force, so we're not going to support them. Now, when you look into the dirty games that democracy plays, is far more dangerous than even the military that scares everybody. Because people go to any length to retain power to themselves. People go to any length to soil other, a lot of crazy things are happening. And it's unfortunate. So I'm going to leave you with these informations and then you leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section. But I tell you, it's a tragic situation and it is quite unfortunate.
Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Vice President. Next, we'll have the Chief of Staff of the Republic of Ghana.
Ibrahim, what can you confirm for us? What are the details as you have it at this particular point?
Well, Mauna, a very bizarre scene when you come here. In fact, the accident happened at Sikaman within the Adansia Koprom district in the Ashanti region. It is, when you are coming by road, it's about 1 hour, 30 minutes drive, but flight, it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to get to Obuasi. In fact, we were all at the program at Obuasi for the launch of the cooperative mining scheme. When we heard the news around 10 a.m. and we had to rush here. And when you get here, Mauna, I don't know whether anyone has survived because you look at the scene, it will be very, very, it's very difficult for anyone to survive. I've personally seen 4 bodies, charred bodies. You are unable to identify who this is or who that is. The bodies have all been bent beyond recognition, and the community tells us that they've not seen any survivor coming out, and some of the bodies, Mauna, very bizarre.
Difficult. You understand.
A very difficult situation. In fact, the Ashanti Regional Minister, who is the head of REXTEC, is here. The military is here. The police is here. We're all in Obuasi, but we had to cut the program short just so they'll be able to come and assess things for themselves here. But so far, I have seen 4 charred bodies, and I don't know whether the remaining 2 are in or they have been able to survive, because like the press statement indicated, I'm hearing 6 were on board.
Eight bodies, according to 3 crew members and then 5 passengers. That's according to the military statement. And so if you're seeing 4, it supposes 4 more per your own account are to be accounted for at this point.
Exactly, because you look at the scene, it's even possible some of the bodies have bent even beyond salvage. You cannot see where the bodies are because it has even mixed with the sun. And this is a mountain from the Sikaman community to where the incident happened. You have to walk for 45 minutes to 1 hour.
To get to the scene.
Like I said, we don't know the individuals. We've not been able to identify them, but we can confirm that the crash has happened and there are some fatalities here.
Ibrahim, this program, we were expecting quite a number of dignitaries to have been present. Do we have an idea which persons were expected to be at this community sustainability mining scheme program, which was to be launched this morning, to which we're now hearing of this rather unfortunate incident?
So the programming, we were told that the Lands and Natural Resources Minister will be here, Amakofiwa. In fact, he arrived before the incident. The Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Malkonyi, also arrived before the incident. So we are waiting for the arrival of the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and also the Defense Minister, Dr. Omane Buama. But later we were told that the President wouldn't be able to make it, but they were waiting for the Defense Minister to come. So we do not know whether it's among the casualties or not.
Right, and have you been able to as well contact any of the eyewitnesses who perhaps might have seen what really happened in the sky before this chopper came tumbling down? Any eyewitness just as yet to narrate really what possibly could have transpired?
When I spoke to members of the community, they told me that when the helicopter got to Sikamine, they realized that it is down below its level. Ideally, if it's going to Obuasi, it should have been in the skies a little higher, but they realized that it was down. So some were even suspecting something fishy, only for them to hear a blast. So they are telling me that they suspect it hit a rock here because it's a mountainous area, and maybe that's why we had this crash. Because as soon as it crashed, fire also came out of it, leading to the burning of some of their occupants. But like I said, we are here to confirm whether it's all the 8 occupants or only 4, as we've seen.
And currently, as we speak, you mentioned the police is present, the military is present. Are there efforts underway to try and salvage possibly what could be the remains of these individuals? What is happening as we speak?
Well, exactly. We've seen ambulance from the Anglo Gold Ashanti coming here, so they've started putting together the remains. I'm sure they will drop it in the ambulance to be sent maybe to Obuasi before, whether they will lift it to Accra or not. We cannot tell, but almost everybody is here, the fire service, the ambulance, and the police, the military, all trying to see how possible best they can attend to the situation and know what to do in the next.
I can tell you're also struggling a bit to try and catch your breath. What's the general feeling like right now, having to be there as you're not even able to identify who is who and all of that, with all of these dignitaries and a certain spate of confusion as well at play?
Well, Mauna, I can tell you that fear has gripped the residents here. It's a small farming community, but everybody is rushing to the scene to see what happens. And usually when they get to the scene and they are returning, you could see the sadness on their face. This is something they did not expect. At least one of the community members was telling me that this is the second incident they've recorded here, even though the first one was not fatal. And that's why maybe it didn't draw the attention of the media and also higher authorities. But
means what? There's been a similar of such helicopter crashing or developing fault within their locality?
Exactly. They said there was a time it was a port landing, emergency landing at a similar spot. But this time around, because of the casualty, it caught public attention. But like I said, I can tell you the spirit of people here is down. You look at the Ashanti Regional Minister, he's unable to utter a word. All the officials here are kind of lost. They do not know what to say, but possibly it's early days here. Maybe after some time, they'll be able to speak to the media. Then we get to know the full details of even the people who were on board.
Breaking news. Tragic aircraft crashes in Kenya and Ghana claim multiple lives. In a devastating turn of events, 2 separate aircraft crashes have occurred in Kenya and Ghana within a span of 24 hours, resulting in significant loss of life. Kenya incident on August 7, 2025. A light aircraft operated by the African Medical and Research Foundation, AMREF, crashed into a densely populated neighborhood near Nairobi. The crash resulted in the deaths of at least 6 individuals. The aircraft was reportedly carrying medical staff at the time of the incident. Emergency services responded promptly, and investigations are underway to determine the cause of the crash. Ghana incident. Just a day prior, on August 6, 2025, a Ghana Air Force Harbin Z-9EH military helicopter crashed in the Ashanti region of Ghana. All 8 individuals on board perished, including 2 prominent government ministers, Defense Minister Edward Omani Bawama and Environment Minister Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed. The helicopter was en route to Obuasi for an official event when it went off radar and was later found crashed in a forested area. The cause of the crash is currently under investigation. These tragic incidents have prompted national mourning in both countries and raised concerns about aviation safety protocols. As we mourn the departed, it is important to find out the cause of incidents.